institution.
It is good to keep a very good name. It is good for people to actually be aware of the surroundings that they find themselves and say that, look, this is the job I am in. Since Adam, everybody knows that with this job, we are seen or perceived to be bribe takers. So let me manage myself appropriately, and so on and so forth. But the fact is, it is not bribe that is collected in the port. But people, of course, I dare not say that people don't give thank yous when they finish working.
But can you also dare say that people don't bribe?
Well, I can't be everywhere every time. So I dare not say that. But I will tell you, for what people say about custom officers, national security officers, and all the analysis that you saw, I can tell you for a fact that it is not bribe that you saw, but it is probably tips for doing work. Well, you saw that all of them, you finish doing the work, they give you 1 CD, 2 CD. Who would take 2 CD as a bribe? I don't know. I might be mistaken, but as far as I'm concerned, our perception about bribery and corruption in the port is not what it is. Let us look at it well so that we don't disenfranchise or we don't begrudge these gallant men and women in the port who are working day and night. Some people come to work at 6 o'clock, they don't leave until 8 and 9 p.m. And we still call them thieves. It is very wrong. I think that the rather should be motivated and find a way to get them to stop taking the thank you. That is better. But if you call them bribe tickets and blah 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 blah, I think it's not. If you have a son or a child and you keep on saying that you're a thief, you grow up to become a thief.
Okay.
So I think we should find better words to describe these people
Tip and gratuity.
and get them motivated.
Okay, we're almost out of time on this, unfortunately. But I want to ask, with the expansion of the Takoradi port, do you think that will help ease the pressure that Tema have? But then you're saying you think we're only using even 20% of the capacity right now.
Yes.
As well. So do we need a Takoradi expansion, or should we focus on making things right, perhaps, say, in Tema?
I would say that Takoradi expansion is long overdue. Okay. It's long overdue because the pressures on Tema is because exports are now moving through Tema more than even does in Takoradi. I don't know, depending on containers. Now, Takoradi port was constructed for exports, and one would have expected a lot of our exports go through Takoradi. But unfortunately, today, as I speak to you, a lot more export is going through Tema than probably you might find in Takoradi, which is very, very sad. Now, I would have looked at the Takoradi expansion differently. Right now, we are reclaiming part of the water to, as it were, have more land to expand the port. I would have looked at rather reclaiming the land side, paying people off and taking over those lands up to probably, if you know Takoradi very well, where the naval base is and the GSTS school is. That way, at least you would have spent a little less money, dredge the port as it is, and have more land side to construct your container terminals and whatever. But as I speak to you today, we are rather reclaiming land to have an expansion of the port. It's going to take time, it's going to take a lot of money, and it's going to take a lot of energy to do that. But yes, the port expansion is very, very, very much welcome.
Wonderful. Unfortunately, we're out of time on this. We'll probably have to have you back again to continue this topic another time. I want to say thank you to Mr. Carlos Kingsley Ahenkra, who's the just past former president of the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders. And we've been talking about the volume of trade at the Ghana ports. Anywho, make sure you don't go anywhere. There's more coming up.